Decorating Fanatic here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome, and I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe to my channel. Well, today it's going to be a different type of video. It's not going to be a decorate with me or a Ray Dunn hunt. Instead, since we're all staying home and we're all very concerned about our health, I thought I would get on here and share with you guys my weight loss journey over the last year. So right now I have on these really large baggy clothes that I want to share with you guys. So at my heaviest, I would wear like an extra large shirt. This happens to be a large, and you can tell it hangs way down here. It's really long like a dress. And then the pants that I have on, usually I wear like the Miss Me jeans, but these, same thing, they're size like 32. They come in 32s, 31s, all the way down in the 20s. These are like a 13, 14 in a regular size pair of pants or jeans. So as you can see how big they are on me and baggy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys what my weight was that I started at, how long I've been on this journey. I'm going to give you the foods I eat during the day, and I'm also going to share with you guys all the benefits, the health benefits of the foods that I'm eating. But before we start that, I'm going to change into my other clothes and give you a look at how my clothes fit now after the weight that I've lost. Well, I'm back and I'm all dressed, and I finally got some clothes that fit me pretty good. I want to share with you guys, this is a size small shirt. I probably could get away with wearing a medium. It just depends on the brand name. I know over at Macy's, the INC collection that they have, which I absolutely love, their clothes run a little big, so you can always get away with going down a size. This shirt happens to be a small. And then the pants I have on, these are from Walmart. These are stretchy, and these are a size 6. And this is what they look like. And you know, a lot of times when you wash and dry your clothes, they fit a little snugger. And then as the day goes on and you're wearing them and stuff, they come looser. But these, like I said, these are stretchy and these are a size 6. So what I want to do, I don't want this to be a boring video where I just talk and talk. So what I'm going to do is I am going to be talking, but I'm going to be showing you the foods that I eat. I'm going to share with you all the health benefits of the foods. There are so many diseases with the high blood pressure that all leads to heart disease, diabetes, high cholesterol. With a little bit of exercise and, you know, changing your eating habits, I mean, a lot of that stuff wouldn't exist. So I'm really excited to share with you guys all this knowledge that I have. You know, I've always really known it. It's just really hard to get motivated. But I had a health scare a couple months ago, and I want to talk about that and tell you why I am eating so healthy. So let's get started. Well, as you can see, I have a ton of food on the table that I want to share with you guys what I eat in a typical day. Now, back in February of 2019 is when I decided to go on this weight loss journey. So for me, I needed to cut carbs, no more lasagna, no more spaghetti and sausage and garlic bread, all my favorite foods that I love to eat, no more chili with cheese and sour cream. But I decided that this is something I really wanted to do. So for me, cutting out carbs is, I know that works for me. It's done in the past. It's worked for me in the past. So what I want to do today is share with you the foods I eat in a day. And then I think I'll get into the benefits of all the foods. But so I don't get sidetracked, because this could go on, and I could talk about all this stuff. The first thing I do in the morning when I get up is I'll have hot tea. Green tea is really good for you. Also, your black tea. Now, I did stop drinking coffee because I've been having some anxiety, so I thought the caffeine might trigger something. So I thought, you know, I'm going to cut out the coffee and just drink my teas. And then for breakfast, I have oatmeal. Super easy to make. You just use 1 cup of water, half a cup of oats. It cooks up really fast. And then what I do is I add in my blueberries. Now, my husband picked these up at Walmart. Usually I buy organic, but I think this was all that they had left was the wild blueberries. So he picked that up for me. I've been doing the blueberries, and then recently I've been adding bananas, also adding cinnamon because it's really good for you. And then just yesterday he picked up flax seeds. These are supposed to be really healthy for you. So I sprinkled some of that on my oatmeal today, and there's really no taste to it. It's just more texture than anything that's in your oatmeal. Well, for lunch, I will have Amy's soup. She makes a variety of different organic soups. This one is chunky vegetable, and they're really good. She makes a golden lentil. She makes a black bean soup. This one's cream of tomato. I like the chunky tomato, which is really good. So I'll usually have these during the day, a can of soup. She also makes a chili. My husband likes them, that he's also eating the chili. He said they're really good. And then this also has no cholesterol in it, so I thought, I could even eat the chili myself. And then if I'm not having soup during the day, I will make myself a salad. Now this is super easy. It's triple wash, this baby spinach. Really nutritional for you rather than the iceberg lettuce. All your dark greens, like I said, have more health benefits to them. So this is super easy. It's triple washed. I just put it on a plate and I will add a cucumber. And I love garlic that I will cut up. Some garlic in my salad. I also put cranberries in my salad. And if you like nuts, you could throw some walnuts or pecans in your salad as well. And then for a dressing, I always use olive oil because it's good for you, and vinegar. And then I add garlic salt. And then croutons I put on my salad along with a chicken from Costco. They sell this rotisserie chicken for $4.99. So I always have a lot of these on hand because I always use chicken in my salad. So like I said, if I'm not having soup, I will have a salad for lunch. And then for dinner, I've been eating a lot of salmon for dinner. Now we recently got an air fryer, so everything I cook goes in the air fryer. So again, over at Costco, my husband picks up this huge thing of salmon. Now this is priced at $32. It's kind of expensive, but I don't know, this will last me quite a while. We'll cut little squares and we'll put that in the freezer. And then all I have to do is take it out at night, thaw it out. And what I love to add to that salmon is this salmon seasoning magic. This is really good on there by Chef Paul. And then what I'll have with my salmon, any kind of vegetable, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, corn, any vegetable that you could think of, is a great thing to eat with your fish. And then brown rice. This whole grain medley rice is good. And then I've been having sweet potatoes, which are really nutritious for you. Recently, my son took these and he sliced them up, put them in the air fryer, put olive oil on them with garlic, salt, and dill. And I tell you what, they tasted so good that it was a nice treat to have something different. But if you want, you can just bake this or put this in the microwave and have it as a potato and put some butter on there. Now, the other alternative to butter is this Promise butter, which is healthy, heart healthy. And this has no cholesterol in it, so we switched to this butter here. And then if you don't like fish, you can always do chicken. Now before, when I was just cutting my carbs, I still would eat like a pot roast. You could have steak, you can have hamburger. But for me right now, I'm trying to eat really, really, really healthy. So I'm cutting out all the red meat because it's really not supposed to be good for you. But you can always have chicken for dinner, again, with your vegetables and your brown rice. And then for a snack, what I like to eat is pistachios, nuts. Any kind of nuts are really, really healthy for you. So I pick these up to take with me in the car if I go somewhere. And then I always bring my water with me. And then again, for a snack, you could always have a banana. And I have my organic peanut butter that I like to put on top of the banana. You could have oranges, any kind of fruit you could take in the car with you. And then the other thing that I drink that is supposed to be really healthy for you is cranberry juice. Now this was over at the Fresh Market. They were out of it over at Walmart, but the Fresh Market's kind of expensive, so this was like $11 for this, whereas Walmart, you can get it for under $4. Pomegranate juice, I've been drinking a lot of this. This is really good for you as well. This you can get over at Walmart. It's under $4. I think it's $3 something. And they do sell the cranberry juice. They just happen to be out of it. But this is extremely healthy for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you all the benefits of all these foods that I've been eating and why it's so important to eat the different stuff that I'm eating. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the table that I missed. Well, I thought I would change locations and give you something different to look at. And if you guys want to take a break, grab yourself some hot tea or some coffee or something to drink, because I went ahead and made me some green tea in my Ray Dunn mug that says happy. I'm happy that you guys are here to listen to all this great information about your health. So what I want to do is I want to go back to February of 2019 when I decided that I wanted to lose weight. And you guys are probably wondering, why the heck did she tell me she has to cut carbs to lose weight, but then she's telling me she's eating sweet potatoes, rice, and beans, and whole, breads. They all say breads are a no-no when you're on a diet. But let me tell you why and how I've got to that point. So back in February, I decided, like I said, to lose weight, so I cut out carbs. So a couple months had passed, everything was going great. Don't lose a lot of weight quick, but time goes on and on and on. Next thing you know, you've lost 10 pounds, 15 pounds. So back in August, my mom ended up having a heart attack. Well, I'm going to insert a picture up here of me and my mom back in 2017. We were in Georgia taking a little vacation, and we happened to be in a tea room. And right there at that picture, I am my heaviest. I'm 177 pounds. So I thought I'd share with you guys a picture of my mom, because a lot of videos I talk about my mom, and then of course a picture of me when I'm heavier. So she had her heart attack, and right now she's doing really well. They did do a stent, and the only thing that's wrong is she has, her heart's not pumping at full capacity, and she has like no energy at all. So it's very, very difficult for her to do anything. She just doesn't have the energy, so she has to take rest in between. But other than that, she's doing really well. So that happened, and then that triggered anxiety. I ended up having a panic attack, and it was just awful. And then from there, I had horrible anxiety for 2 months. I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't post any videos. So all that stuff transpired. I'm still suffering with anxiety now. I mean, obviously I'm a lot better, but this is what caused me to, start eating really well and exercising. So what I did was, since my mom had her heart attack, I decided I would go have my blood work done and see where my cholesterol levels are. Because again, it's family history of high cholesterol. It runs in the family. My brother had a heart attack when he was 40, and he had a stent, but I think he's 60 now, and 60. And he's done well over the years with that, but at a young age, 40, is way too young. So I decided to have my blood work done, and of course it came back with my LDL being very high. It was 229. Your LDL is your bad cholesterol, so mine was at 229, so that's where it all started. I decided, I've got to find out the foods that are going to lower my cholesterol. So all your oatmeal, your blueberries, your nuts, all your whole grains, all that is so healthy for you. So I decided, rather than them writing me a prescription for medication, I said, I'm going to try eating really well. And I gave myself 10 weeks, and then I decided I'd have my blood work done again. And it came back after 10 weeks of eating really good, healthy food. My cholesterol levels went down to 176. So from 229 to 176. Now that's still considered high, but I was just super happy that my cholesterol came down just by eating really good food. So then I thought, now I'm going to throw in some exercise, and I'm going to start walking. And then of course, after losing the weight, you get really flabby. So I was like, oh my gosh, I do not like this, because normally when I lose weight, I can get down to about 137, 138 pounds. Now right now I'm at 128 pounds. The other day I weighed myself, I think I was 127, but then I weighed myself this morning and I'm like 128. So I haven't really gotten down that small before. So like I said, generally at 137, 138, my face is fuller. I can tell that my face is real thin now. I have more, my neck sags here more. So I just decided, it's great to be thin and lose the weight, but it's not fun when you're older and you end up having flabby skin and all this. And of course, us women, we want to tone our stomach and our butts and tone up, just basically want to firm all those parts of our bodies. So I found a lady that lives in my neighborhood. So I was lucky enough, like I said, she lives right in my neighborhood. She's a personal trainer. I go to her house twice a week for 30 minutes and I work out with her. What I do is I walk to her house on the days that I'm going to work out, and then I walk back. She lives at the other entrance, and then she does want me to work every day walk every day for 30 minutes. Well, like I said before, I started working out with her on December the 12th, and what she did was she took my blood pressure, she took my weight. My weight currently on December the 12th was 134 pounds. She wanted to see where my baseline was at. Like I said before, I have never exercised in my life before. I could not do any push-ups. I could not leg press my body weight, which she said you should be doing because that's the weight you're carrying around. So she went through a bunch of different little exercises for me to do. I was there for like an hour and 45 minutes. It was, after that, my whole body was sore. But this gave her a good starting point where she wanted to start with me. And so anyways, just the other day when I went back, I think this one, okay, I guess this was February the 19th. So my weight, like I said, started at 134 with her. Now my weight on February the 19th was 130. And then the total folds, like the fat that she measured in millimeters, was 97 millimeters. So it went from 97 down to 69 millimeters. So I definitely lost millimeters, you know, in different parts of my body. And then my body fat went from 24.3 down to 19%. And then my total, I guess my fat started at, was 32.5, and now I am down to 24.7. So definitely an improvement from where I started, so I'm really excited about that. I can tell a difference in my arms and different areas of my body. My inner thighs I can definitely tell, but there's other parts, my stomach. I don't think we worked much on my stomach or my butt, and those are the two main things that I really want to work on. Well, I guess it's just going to take me some time on my stomach and my butt. I can't expect it to happen overnight. So there are some exercises. I forgot we were doing some lunges, and she had me on a ball where I would lay all the way back and then do some sit-ups on this ball. So those are some things that are targeting my stomach, and then the lunges are targeting the butt area. But I guess that's going to take some time for me to see any results with that. But that is something I want to work on. And then what I want to do is I want to go through 5 different foods that I eat, and I want to tell you all the benefits of them. First thing I want to do is I'm going to tell you about fruits and vegetables. How good they are for you. First, they help with heart disease, high blood pressure. They also help with type 2 diabetes and certain cancers. So also there's probably more benefits to fruit and vegetables. That's why it's so important to eat those foods. And then nuts, also they lower your LDL, and then they improve the health of the lining of your arteries also. And also, they help with inflammation, which is also connected to heart disease. And then they do reduce the risk of developing blood clots, another thing that leads to stroke and heart attack. So all these foods, I mean, this is why I'm eating them, because they just have so many benefits that will really improve your health. And then oatmeal. Oatmeal can help control your weight. It also reduces your blood pressure, reduces cholesterol, lowers the risk of colon cancer, and it also helps with your blood sugar. And then it says athletic performance, and then enhances your immune system. So those are 3 things there. Then I'm going to go over to the pomegranate juice that I drink, and also cranberry juice is really very healthy. It's an antioxidant. It's got vitamin C. It's a cancer prevention, Alzheimer's disease. It protects against that. It also is an anti-inflammatory, and it helps with arthritis and, again, heart disease. So I think all these foods really are help with your heart. And then whole grains. It reduces the risk of stroke. It helps reduce your type 2 diabetes. It also reduces the risk of heart disease, and then helps maintain your weight, and then also with inflammation, because I think that's a big thing in your body with inflammation. And then it lowers your risk of colon cancer. So there are so many benefits to eating healthy. Well, I'm about ready to wrap up this video because I don't want to make it too long, but I do want to recap on some of the things on my numbers for my blood work that I had done. So like I said before, my highest cholesterol level, the LDL, was the 229. It went down to 176. And then I'm trying to think, I think my HDL, which is your good cholesterol, was at 56. And then my triglycerides, they have been good because I'm eating healthy. So after exercising and walking every day, I decided I'd give it 90 days and I'd go back and have my blood work done again to see if it lowered my cholesterol any further. So I went back and I was kind of disappointed because my cholesterol, the LDL, did not go down. It actually went up by 2 points. It went to 178. But what did happen was with exercise, it doesn't lower your LDL, but it also helps with your good cholesterol. So by me exercising and walking, that number of 56 went to 62, which is excellent. Anything over 60 is excellent. That is your good cholesterol. So it did raise it by 10% by me walking every day and working out. So that's a plus. And then, like I said, my triglycerides are really good. The good cholesterol, that's what helps take away the bad cholesterol that's circulating in your system. Now, it doesn't remove all of it, but it does take care of some of it. And also the benefit from exercising, my blood pressure. I have always been like 135 over 85, which that number is considered hypertension. They've never said anything to me about it, like, you know, trying to put me on blood pressure medication or anything like that. Maybe they thought just because I was nervous going into the office, you know, because it was kind of high. But when I take my blood pressure, it is always in the 130s. Like I said, 135 over 85. And from exercising, I am now in the teens. I took it the other day and it was like 118 over 73. And I'm like, oh, this is excellent. This is really good because it's never been that. I mean, it hasn't been that since what, my 20s or my 30s. So I was really happy about that. So having my blood pressure, you know, at the right range is perfect because if you have high blood pressure, it's harder for your heart to pump the blood through your system, and it just leads to all these other heart problems and heart disease. So that I'm happy about my blood pressure. I wanted to check it again because I thought, oh, maybe it's just a fluke, you know, maybe it's going to be back to 130 something again. But I took it the other day and it was kind of in the afternoon. And I think it was like 118 over 70 something, 79. So anything under 120 over 80 is good. So there's proof. The food and the exercising, blood pressure has went down. My good cholesterol has gone up. Now, the LDL hasn't done anything. It did in the beginning. It took it down a little bit by eating good foods. But again, I have a family history. It's genetics, so there's nothing I can do about that. But I feel like me eating this way and exercising, this is the best I can do for myself because I will not go on the Lipitor. They do not even try to discuss with you, these doctors, about eating healthy or, you know, trying to exercise. They just are so quick to just write you a prescription, and I'm not doing it because the Lipitor can give you muscle pain, joint pain, you can be dizzy, you can be nauseous. I mean, they even have to check your liver function, make sure your liver enzymes are not elevated. And it's like, you know what's worse? You know what I'm saying? Having all these side effects of drugs that you're just a guinea pig, and then, oh, if it doesn't work, let us know, come back and we'll write you a prescription for something else. No, not doing it, you know? Obviously, I take after my mom because my mom's the same way. She's always preached eating well and eating really healthy and just believes in other alternatives. Also, turmeric. I was taking turmeric for a while. That is an Indian spice, but you can get it in a capsule form or a tablet. I've been taking it in a tablet form. If you read about turmeric, there again are tons and tons and tons of health benefits of turmeric, from lowering your LDL, inflammation. I think the big one is for inflammation. I even have somebody that I know that takes it for pain. He says it absolutely works for his back pain. And then, I mean, like I said, there are just so, it even says anxiety, depression. I mean, there's a whole list of things that turmeric is good for. Well, I thought I'd end the video right here on foods to avoid. There is so much that I could continue to talk about, but instead I'll leave you with these 20 foods that are bad for your health and let you guys take a look at those. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It gives you some motivation towards living a healthier lifestyle. So if there's anybody that's ready to take this journey on losing weight or just simply eating healthier, I'll be sure to answer any of your questions or concerns you might have. So until next time. Happy decorating.